The 2019 Ford Ranger XLT. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford. In this video, we're going to go over all the standard as well as optional equipment that is available on this XLT trim, the 2019 Ford Ranger. Now, the videos I do like these are going to be very thorough. We go over every standard equipment that's on the Ranger, on the XLT trim, and then we talk about the different equipment groups, the different packages you can get, and standalone options. I try not to leave anything out, so it's a good information for you. You may want to save this into your favorites if you're researching a Ranger, or this may be a video you want to share with your friends that you know are researching and they're in the market for a Ranger as well, because this is going to be a very thorough video. It will be a little long, so that's why I'll have timestamps down below as we go around and talk about standard equipment, the different equipment groups, packages. All those timestamps are down below, as well as you'll have the prices for those different packages and standalone options too. So again, very thorough, so hope you enjoyed this video. First, I want to talk about the configuration of your Rangers, the different options you have. You can get this in either two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, and then two different cab configurations. Either the Super Cab, which is you'll have to open up the front doors to get to the back doors, kind of the flip open doors there, so that cabin, that door and a half. Or you can get to Super Crew, like you're seeing with this one, with four front hinged doors like you'd have on a car. So real nice having those. Regular cab is not going to be available in any of your Ranger configurations, so keep that in mind. Now your bed lengths on those, you're going to get a 5-foot bed for your Super Cruise like you're seeing with this, and a 6-foot bed on the Super Cabs. And we'll get into interior seating configuration when we get to the interior, but I kind of want to start us off with that here. Now let's talk about safety before we move to the front of the vehicle. Now a couple safety features that I want to mention. The driver and front passenger are going to have airbags, just like you'd expect. About every Ford vehicle has that. Also, you're going to have safety canopy airbag. They're going to deploy down if you have that side collision or that rollover situation to protect those occupants from those breaking glass on the side here. Also, you're going to have the 911 assist, so if you happen to be in an accident, off the road, you can call 911 if you have that Bluetooth-enabled phone connected to the Microsoft Sync technology inside the vehicle. So that's going to be a nice, instead of having a third party like OnStar or something, you're going to be able to call 911 directly there. Also, you're going to have all your four-wheel drives will get EPAS, electronic power assist steering. And the way I kind of can talk about that is basically when you're in the parking lot, it's just going to be a little bit easier to steer in that steering wheel. When you're on the highway, it's going to stiffen that up a little bit, so that way that wind doesn't push you from the side to side. And I did notice that's only going to be on those 4x4 models. And then let's talk about the CoPilot 360 Assist. Now, standard equipment on your XLTs is the CoPilot 360 Assist. That's only available on 3 models for 2019, the Ranger being one of those. So this is going to have some great safety features that I want to cover. The first one I'll talk about is a pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection. So it has pedestrian detection as well as forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking. So the way that works is if there's a pedestrian in front of you or a car that's going much slower than you, or they're stopped and you're not hitting your brake, it's going to alert you with a series of lights on the dash and a series of tones that you need to stop. And if you don't go ahead and move over to the brake and it feels like it needs to, if it's over 30 miles an hour, it will initiate that brake as well to lessen the severity of that accident. So great system that is going to be standard equipment as part of this package. Also, you're going to get the lane keeping system. So it's a 3-part system there. One of them is the driver alert. So if you happen to take your hands off the steering wheel too long or too many times, it alerts you and lets you know that, maybe even tell you need a cup of coffee or you need to pull off the road and rest. Also, you're going to have the lane departure assist there. So when you leave your lane, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know that you're leaving the lane. You also have the aid system, which allows you to stay in the lane. So it'll use torque vectoring. If you get to those lines, it's going to bump you back into that lane. Now you can either use the aid, the alert, or both, and you can change that in your settings screen. A lot of times it's actually on the departure alert system. So if you want that aiding system, you'll need to make sure you check that when you take delivery of your Ranger there. Also, you're going to get the BLIS system. That's that blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. And the way that works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of the mirror, let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. What's great about this system as well is you back up, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to alert you with the light in the corner of the mirror from the side that they might be coming from. It puts a message on the dash telling you if they're coming from the left or the right, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. Love this system as well as part of this. You're also going to get the rear view camera. So as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. Now that's going to be standard equipment on all of your Rangers, even your XL, but that is part of this package along with your auto high beams. This is another great feature. So auto high beams work is if there's, you know, you're in a dark street or the highway there's no one in front of you, it'll go ahead and turn those high beams on. Someone approaches you, or if you're in town with the city lights, it's going to automatically undim that for you. So you can, and that is something that you could deactivate in the settings screen under the lightings. So you can go in there and deactivate that if that's something you don't like. So it's a great system here that's CoPilot 360 that's going to be standard equipment on all your XLT Rangers. Now the standard engine on these is going to be your 2.3 liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine, and that engine is going to deliver 270 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. So plenty of power behind that. It's also going to have a 10-speed automatic transmission with select shift. Select shift means that you can shift it up and down like a manual transmission when you put it in that sport mode. Also, it's going to come with auto start-stop technology, which means when you come up to a stoplight or stop sign, it's going to go ahead and turn that vehicle off, try to help you conserve on fuel, and then when you release that brake, it's going to go ahead and turn it back on, even before you can transition over to the gas pedal. Now, if that's an auto start-stop, if that's something you don't want activated and you don't like it turning off because it's something different for you, you can deactivate that by pressing the auto start-stop button. It's that little A with a circle around it there inside the cabin there. Also on these, you're going to get, for fuel economy, you can probably expect on your two-wheel drives, they're saying anywhere from 21 to 26 on the highway, 21 in the city, and then on your 4x4s, it's even this window sticker does say 20 in the city, 24 on the highway. So that's about what you should expect from your Ford Ranger there. Now let's talk about the design on the front. Now this actually is a chrome package truck. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So look a little bit different than this. So I'll try to get you some clips from Ford's website, exactly the difference on that. But here on the front, your grille is going to be a black mesh grille here with the silver accent around the outside of that with the Ranger in there. Just love the look of that, putting that Ranger in that grille right there. Also, you're going to get body colored bumpers on this. This does have these chrome ones here. You will get body colored as standard equipment on your XLT trim. Fog lights will become standard equipment on your XLT along with automatic headlights. So automatic headlights work a lot like auto high beams we talked about earlier. When it gets dark outside, it's going to automatically turn those headlights on if you have it in one of those auto settings. And then when it gets light out, it's going to turn them off. Also here is where you're going to see those amber lights for your turn signals right there. And then you do have daytime running lights that you can have configured as well. Front sensing system is going to be standard equipment up here. So as you're pulling forward, you're going to get those alerts, and that comes along with that forward collision warning. And then you will, on your 4x4s, get the front tow hooks as well. They'll be black unless you get this chrome package, and we'll talk about more about that equipment in just a little bit here. So very capable truck here. Now this mid-size truck, this Ranger here, is not really made to be that lighter truck you can just drive around town and save some on fuel economy. It is really made to be adventurous. It's going to have a fully boxed steel frame under there. You're going to have front independent suspension as well. So it is really made to go off-roading, and you're going to see when we talk about some of the features on the inside, when we talk about 4x4, just some of the capabilities this truck's going to have. And it does have the most towing capabilities of any other mid-size truck in its class with 7,000 pounds. And the first and most payload capacity as well at 1850. So very capable mid-sized truck that you can be adventurous with and not just driving around town. Now as we move around to the side over here, you're going to see the 17-inch sparkle silver painted aluminum wheel is a standard wheel. So I'll give you a clip of what that looks like off of Ford's website. Again, this is a wheel we're going to talk about in just a little bit as part of a package. You're going to see the nice Ranger fender badges over here with the XLT in those. They're going to be a nice chrome accent around the outside with the silver lettering on those. Just looks real sharp. Also your mirrors. It does have a molded in black mirror cap. Don't forget about the bliss system. You also get the power glass as well. This will have full power equipment inside, so you're going to have the power glass for that mirror as well. And manual fold as well, so you can fold that in if you need to. Your door handles as well as the beltline molding are going to be molded in black as well. That comes just like it was from the XL. Brought that over here on this trim as well. And then you will get the privacy glass in these back windows as well as the back glass. And in XLT, you will get upgraded to the rear defrost as well in this back glass, which will come in real handy in the wintertime there. Also here on the side, you're going to see the Easy Fuel capless filler. So you can just open that up. You don't have a cap to worry about leaving behind or getting your hands dirty. Just go ahead and put that nozzle in there, fill it up, and then close it when you're done. If you do, you'll see instructions here. I'll give you a close-up of that. That kind of shows you exactly what you'll need to do, because if you run out of gas, you need to use your tank. You'll need to make sure you use the funnel that will be located underneath that rear seat. Now here in the back, you're going to see the body colored bumpers on your XLT as standard equipment. Again, don't forget this is a chrome package truck with the reverse sensing and the bumper. You're going to see those 4 sensors back there, so as you're backing up, you're going to get alerted if you get too close to anything. Also, your rear view camera is going to be positioned underneath the Ford emblem. That's angled just perfectly to be able to see behind you as you're backing up. So you'll see the back of the tailgate back here has the Ranger badging on the back, just like your F-150 did. So it looks real nice. You will have the black door handle back here, or the tailgate handle I should say, that is lockable for you right there. You can just stick the key in there. And this tailgate will lock with the doors. So when you lock up the truck, it's going to lock up the bed as well. So that way if you want to put a bed cover on there, you're going to be able to do that. And we'll talk about accessories in just a little bit. Also, all of yours, your Rangers will come with a 4-pin wiring, because you can set up and put a ball on this bumper if you want to tow something a little bit smaller. If you don't have that tow package, that's going to come standard equipment on all your trucks. Let's go ahead and open up this tailgate so you can see inside a little bit. So we'll have 4 tie downs. They look a little different than the F-150. You're going to have 2 positioned towards the back of the cab, and then 2 about 2/3 of the way on each side of the wall there, so that way you can tie down different things. Also, you're going to have 2 on the back as well. So you actually have 6. I actually mentioned that there was 4 on the order guide. I see 6 in here. So that way you can really position things down and tie them down in here. Also, the back of the cab is going to be a center high mounted stoplight is what they call that. On the outside, you'll see those 2 lights as well. That way you can light up the back of the bed if you want to load it up. Especially at nighttime there, you can light up the back of the bed. Now we're going to move to the interior of the vehicle, and we're going to cover different interior options you have for the interior. You have 2 different color interiors available. You have that medium stone interior, like you're seeing with this particular vehicle, where across the dash it's going to be black regardless of what color interior you have, with the gray accents as you're seeing with this one. So I'll give you a clip of that, what that exactly looks like across there. Gorgeous look. Now the screen we're going to talk about in a little bit is actually an upgrade when you go up to the next package. We'll talk about in just a little bit. But now the medium stone will have the medium stone seats as well as the door inserts, and your liner will be the medium stone color, and that's where it's going to be different from the ebony. So your ebony interior will be all black, including the inserts in the door and your seats and your headliner. So that's the 2 different options you have for color for your interior. Cloth seating surfaces is standard equipment on all your XLTs. You're going to get the bucket seats are the only configuration you get with the front seats up here. So bucket seats with this flow-through console here, this floor console as they call it. Back seat, 2 different things, depends on if you're Super Cab or Super Crew. So with this particular vehicle you're seeing is a Super Crew. So you'll get the full bench seat back there with the possibility of seat 3 back there. You can see a little bit tight on leg room there. The Rangers really aren't made for a lot of leg room for those adults. You're going to want to go to F-150 if you're looking for that. And then your Super Cab models, hopefully give a clip from Ford's website on what that looks like with removable seat cushions for those in the back. So that's going to be even more less room there. So definitely going to be for those smaller kids. I'd say if you're getting the Super Cab, it's more you want a little bit of extra storage room. Probably not something where you have too many people sit in the back for too long because of the room that you have back there. You will get behind this console here, it's going to be a 110 outlet when you go to XLT. So it goes from a PowerPoint to 110 outlet when you go from XL to XLT. Here on the door, you're going to be your power windows locks and mirror switches, I should say power locks and mirrors are on the door here. You have auto one touch for the driver's window, and if you have a Super Cab, you'll have 2 switches for the power windows of the front windows. Super Crew will get the power window switches for the back windows as well. Your power mirror switch is going to be to the left of your center stack, or your instrument cluster I should say, there on the dash. So that's where you're going to control your power windows, or power mirror switch I should say right there. And then down here you're going to have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Just pull that lever under there, it'll go up and down, forward and back, so you can get it just right for any size driver that way, and you can lock it into place manually with that. And then on the steering wheel you're going to have cruise control. That's going to be an upgrade when you go to XLT. You're going to see that below the D-pad on the left side. And speaking of that D-pad, that is going to control your productivity screen, which goes from a 2.3 inch to a 4.2 inch productivity screen when you go to XLT, and it's going to be located there in between your speedometer and your intact there. And then the D-pad on the right side is going to control your Bluetooth controls. The audio controls there, where you can have some presettings as well as your volume controls there. And then below that is we're going to see your Bluetooth controls, so you can make and receive phone calls, you can mute it, your radio, and then of course you have your home button where you can control some of the screen using those switches right there. And then for your climate control, it's a manual climate control for a single zone for everyone inside the vehicle. You're seeing here is the controls for an upgraded equipment group we're going to talk about in just a little bit. 2 power points just below the climate control as well up here, so you can be able to power those different devices. You're going to get 1 USB port as well in this then for the Ranger, and the media hub down there. We're going to give you a close-up of that in just a little bit because you get an upgrade when we go up to the next equipment group. Your screen is going to be a 4.2-inch center stack here for your phone, as well as your different Bluetooth controls right there in the middle of that screen, and that's where you see your backup camera coming to view. You're going to get an AM/FM stereo player with 6 speakers as well as standard equipment on all of your Rangers. No CD player. Up here in the mirror, you're going to have a day-night mirror. You'll have a switch on it, a standard equipment, where you can switch that from day-night if there's someone coming up behind you with those bright lights. Then you're going to have an overhead console with standard equipment on your XLTs with a sunglass holder. You can flip that down, put sunglasses in there or some smaller items in there, and kind of contain those up there. And then down here on the console itself, let's talk about that. All your 4x4s will get a 4x4 shift on the fly with a 2 high, a 4 high, and a 4 low. That TM button we'll talk about in just a little bit. It's part of a package that is not standard equipment on your XLTs. And then right in front of that is where you're going to see the auto start stop button, where you can deactivate that real easily right there. As you can see, it's real nice, positioned real nicely to be able to turn that off if you want to deactivate that, as well as your reverse sensing sensors and your traction control and such right there at your fingertips there. Also, this console is going to be a nice padded console for you. You can just push the lever under there and open it up, and you get a bigger compartment to be able to put some things in there as well, like you'd expect. So a real nice configuration here on these. Now, everything we've covered so far is standard equipment. Let's talk about that mid equipment group, which you're going to see some of the features we talked about here on the inside that we kind of overlooked because of that. Let's talk about those next. Now, something else that's standard equipment on all your Rangers that I forgot to talk about that I think is very important is the FordPass Connect with the Wi-Fi hotspot. So that's where you can download the free FordPass app. And you go ahead and download it. You program your vehicle in there, you put the VIN number in there, and then you want to make sure you go ahead and connect your vehicle with the modem, so that way you can have access to all these other great features within this app. So the ones that I like the most are where you can remote start the vehicle from anywhere using the app. So you just pull your vehicle up, you press and hold that middle button there, and it's going to go ahead and remote start your vehicle, and it'll run for whatever you have programmed in there for you. I think you can even change the time if you want to go 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Kansas, sometimes it takes 15 minutes to defrost some of that ice and snow off of your windshield. It just depends on what your preference is there. You can also unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere as well. So maybe if you're not sure if you remember to lock your vehicle, you can go in here and go ahead and press and hold that lock button, and it'll lock the vehicle as well. Or if you want to unlock it for somebody to grab something that they may have forgotten out of the vehicle, you can do that as well. And then you can go to vehicle details, dive in a little bit further. Has some other capabilities, like you know how much gas you have, so maybe if you're about ready to leave, you want to see how much miles to empty you have. Oh, I don't want to forget to get gas on the way home. You can also find your vehicle, locate it from anywhere. So if you're in that game, can't remember what section you parked it in, you can go ahead and click on there, and you can go ahead and locate your vehicle and drive right and walk right to it. Also, you're going to see where you can schedule remote start times. Another great feature I love to have, especially in the winter time. You can go ahead and set up those remote starts every weekday, whatever time you normally want, 15 minutes before you leave or whatever. Have the vehicle warmed up and ready to go when you get out there. That way you don't have to remember to do that before you leave. Also, maybe if you want to leave work, you can go ahead and remote start it again before you leave work, or even schedule that out if you want to. And what's great about it is you can deactivate and activate those by using the slider right beside that on those remote start times. So that's great, as well as you can see other vehicle details, as well as your oil life and that kind of thing. So, and then don't forget about the Wi-Fi hotspots. That's where you can connect up to 10 different devices to the internal modem of the vehicle using the Wi-Fi hotspots that it provides. Now, it is an additional cost. It's $20 a month for unlimited data on those. But that is a feature that you don't have to, you can use still use all the features of the FordPass app. You don't have to pay for the Wi-Fi hotspots, but if that's something where you're doing a lot of driving, you put a lot of miles on, and the kids don't have unlimited data on their plans, that's a great way to get $20, get unlimited data for any time you're in the vehicle. So that comes in real handy for you. Maybe you want to connect to your house if the vehicle's right outside. They can do that, saving you on some mobile data as well. So FordPass Connect is a great feature that is standard equipment on all your XLTs. So let's talk about that mid 301A equipment group, as we like to call it as dealers. This one's going to include a lot of interior features that really upgrades, and a lot of the footage we've been showing you here on the inside is going to come into play within this equipment group. So it really upgrades it quite a bit. Now we're going to kind of go left to right here and kind of go over this different upgrades. Now the first thing you're going to see is the power fold exterior mirrors, which is really cool. There's a button right above the power switches. You probably saw it earlier. You just press that button and it's going to power fold those exterior mirrors in towards the glass, which is really cool because you don't get that even on an XLT F-150, but it's going to be standard equipment as part of this package here. Leather wrapped steering wheel as well, and I love the look on that. Nice stitching around the outside of that, so a nice feel to it as well. I'm a big fan of leather wrapped steering wheels, and that's going to be part of this package as well here. Now for your climate down here, you're going to have a dual zone auto climate control. So the driver and front passenger are going to have 2 different temperatures, which is a nice upgrade for you as well. And then another big upgrade is going to be your Sync 3 system. That's where you're going to get this 8-inch touchscreen that you've seen probably earlier in the video. So it's going to have that. You're also going to get that Android Auto, Apple CarPlay with an extra USB port down in the media hub. So you're going to have 2 down there. Also notice there was 2 behind the console, and I didn't see any of the equipment group that included that. That may be just a feature on your Super Cruise like this one is, and maybe the Super Cabs don't have that, and that's why it's not in the order guide. But it looks like on the Super Cruise models, at least on this one, you're going to have 4 USB ports in the vehicle. You're going to also, that rear view camera is going to come up in the full 8-inch screen now instead of that 4.2-inch screen on the dash as well up there. So that's going to have a nice upgrade. Sirius XM satellite radio as well. You'll get the first 6 months for free, and then you'll need to upgrade and get your own plan there. That is going to be part of this package as well. And then up here in the mirror, you're going to get auto dimming rear view mirror. So it's going to automatically dim that mirror if the car's going to come up behind you with those bright lights. Now let's talk about the luxury 302A equipment group. Now this equipment group is adds a few more features here on the interior as well as an exterior feature. Now here on the inside, what you're going to get now is an upgrade to the dual power seats. So they're going to be 8-way power seat for the driver and front passenger, including power lumbar. Still have a manual backrest with those levers over here. You're also going to get heated seat for the driver and front passenger as well. They're going to be positioned right here on the climate control as well as on your Sync 3 screen. You can adjust it in there as well. So that's going to be included within this package. You're also going to get the manual slide rear window. That comes in real handy. You can go ahead and open that. There's a lever back there, and you can slide that open back there as standard equipment on this equipment group here. Also, you're going to get remote start. So this key here does have standard equipment is going to be the remote start or the keyless entry, I should say, with the flip key. And then with this equipment group, you're going to also get the little remote start on the remote. So you can hit that button and go ahead and remote start the vehicle if you're in close proximity. Now we can already talked about the FordPass Connect and how that works and how you're going to remote start the vehicle from anywhere. But if you're close enough, this works a little bit faster than using your app. Now the Sport Package, Sport Appearance Package, is also a part of the 302A equipment group. It is also optional on the 301A equipment group, so if you're wanting that. So this is a little bit different than XLT F-150, where it's the Chrome package that's included in the 302A. On the Ranger, it's going to be the Sport Package instead. So we're going to talk about that. Now, one thing I need to kind of fix here on the video on standard equipment on the grille is that black mesh grille with the silver outside of that. And I mentioned that it was the chrome. It's actually a silver painted on a surround around that. Now on the Sport Package, it's going to change a lot of things on it to give you a magnetic look, including the grille. So this surround around here on the outside with the where it says Ranger on there, that is going to be a magnetic painted. I'm going to try to get some clips off of Ford's website and what that looks like. Also, your bumpers are going to go from body colored bumpers to magnetic bumpers. And I don't usually see this too much on the F-150s. They didn't do that. They left it as a body color, but now you get a magnetic front and rear bumpers as part of this package. Your wheel lip moldings, they're going to go from body color like you're seeing with this one to a magnetic trim on those moldings. So this is that little piece on the outside of the wheel there. You can also upgrade your wheels to a 17-inch magnetic painted aluminum wheel. So real nice sport wheel that is going to be available or as part of this package. You're also going to get the decal on the side that's going to say the Sport Package on it as well. So you're going to have that on both sides of the bed there. And then as optional equipment, you can also get black running boards on the side as well to go along with this package. Now let's talk about another appearance group that's available for you. It's going to be optional equipment on your 301A mid equipment group or 302A luxury equipment group, so to replace the Sport appearance package. So as you'd expect, it's going to give a nice chrome accents. As we've been looking at this video the entire time here on the outside, now we can talk about it. It does have the chrome accent around the front grille, so it's unique to that. So it's going to take it from that silver, that standard equipment, to the chrome here. Your bumpers, front and back, are going to be chrome bumpers as well on here, and your tow hooks are going to go from black tow hooks to the chrome tow hooks on the front. Your wheel lip moldings are going to stay body colored as part of the standard equipment on your truck, and then your wheels are going to be a 17-inch chrome wheel. So real nice looking wheel here, and I think it's a real good design that you see on a lot of the other chrome package trucks. Your door handles and tailgate handles will be chrome accented as well, so that's going to be the only time you're going to see the door handles change, because even on the Sport Package it didn't change from the black, so you're going to have that as well. Your exhaust tip is going to go to a chrome exhaust tip as well. So we'll see that as an upgrade on the XLT. And then just like with the Sport, you can get as optional equipment the chrome running boards here on the side. Just like you're seeing with this vehicle, we elected to go with those chrome boards. Now let's talk about this FX4 off-road package. So as we mentioned earlier, the Ranger is really for that adventure in mind. And if you get this FX4 package, you're definitely going to want to be able to go anywhere you want to go. We've seen actually, we've had some of our managers go off and on some of the Ford training actually take the Ranger out onto some really rough terrain that they had set up. And you just can't understand the clearance that it had. I'll try to get you some clips from when they drove it to kind of so you could see the truck in front of them and the Ranger in front of them and how much clearance that's going to have as part of this package. So you're going to get the upgraded off-road tuned suspension in here, so you're going to have all that clearance to be able to go off-road in this vehicle here. You're also going to get the exposed front bash plate up here. So you're going to see it's going to remove the air dam up here in the front, and it's going to be this nice dash plate up here for any off-roading you're going to want to do. You're also going to get the skid plates underneath that protect the rear differential, the transfer case, your fuel tank as well, and protect it from any kind of off-roading you want to do. The tires are going to be upgraded into an all-terrain tire. They're going to be a outside white lettering like you've seen with this one, and it'll be put on any of the chrome package wheels or sport wheels or any of those. Of course, this package is available on any of the trims, 300, 301, or 302, so it's going to replace those wheels to match, or the tires to match those wheels as well there. Also, you're going to get, of course, the decal here on the side, the FX4 off-road decal, but you're also going to get a couple upgrades as well. One of them being the instrument cluster. It's going to get you the off-road cluster there, and in the middle there, the instrument cluster. And then you're going to get the terrain management system as part of this. So the terrain management system is found in the Explorer and in the Raptor. So what's great about that is that TM button we mentioned earlier, you just press that and it's going to go ahead and give you that different driving conditions of the terrain that you have, and it's going to go ahead and adjust the 4 low and 4 high to whatever that condition, or I should say the terrain that you have, whether it be grass, gravel, mud, snow, or you have a mud rut mode, or you even have a sand mode. So you're going to go ahead and adjust it that way. But better yet, trail control. The first vehicle we've seen the Ford lineup have, this Ranger has a trail control, as well as the Raptor coming out for 2019 is going to also have the trail control. And the best way I can explain it is it's cruise control for the trail. So when you have that in 4 low, it's going to go ahead and just adjust that speed and just take you up that hill through that rough terrain for you. So it's going to adjust everything and all the wheels on their own individually, allowing for that traction to take you up that trail. So again, if you're wanting to go anywhere, you're wanting to have an off-road truck or almost a Jeep-like truck in a Ford F-150 with a great ride on the city streets or on the highway, but be able to handle that terrain, get the FX4 off-road package. I don't think you'll regret it. Now I want to talk about the tow package. So your trailer tow package is optional equipment on a 300, 301A, or 302A equipment group. So pretty much available on about any of your Rangers, and it's also compatible with your appearance packages too. So if you're wanting that maximum pound of towing of 7,000 pounds, you're going to want to have this package. It's going to give you the Class 4 receiver hitch here in the back. This truck doesn't happen to have it, but it's going to be located right back under there. So you have that receiver hitch, and you're going to get not only the 4-pin wiring that's included within your truck, you're going to also get the 7-pin built-in wiring as well, so you can wire up those different trailers. So 7,000 pounds for mid-size truck is pretty good. You can also get the bed utility package. It's also optional on the 300, 301A, or 302A equipment group. So again, available pretty much on any of your appearance packages as well. And what it's going to do is it's going to upgrade the inside to a drop-in bed liner. So it's not available with the spray-in liner. It's also going to give you a power point back here, a 12-volt power point in the back as well. So again, this is a package we may not order too much around here, but it is available if you want to order one from the factory that way. This is something that you can get added to your truck. Now, last package I want to talk about is your technology package. And this technology package is available on your 301A equipment group or your 302A equipment group, so your mid or your luxury group, because it does require you to have the Sync 3 screen. It's one of the parts of this is going to be your navigation system. So voice enhanced navigation system with the pinch to zoom capabilities. It's also going to come with the Sirius XM traffic and travel link as well with that system. So that's going to be upgraded as part of this package. You're also going to get the adaptive cruise control. So love the adaptive cruise control, so you can set up the gap for your cruise. What it's going to do is as you come up behind someone, it's going to slow you down to go their speed. So you'll go the same speed, you won't rear end them, you don't have to press your brake or anything. And then if you pass them or they speed back up, it'll resume back up to your speed. So that just really helps out from accidents or from not having to use your brakes so much, and just makes for a nice driving experience. So you can adjust the gap. Depends on how close you want to be warned. I usually recommend the closest gap. Otherwise, you won't even realize you're slowing down because the car will be so far in front of you until you look down and you're going much slower than what you intended to. So you want to make sure that you'll want to turn and pass them a little early, but I suggest using that smaller gap. So again, this is a package is optional equipment on your 301A and 302A equipment groups. Now we're going to talk about some standalone options, and these are all factory options that you'll need to order from the Ford factory. One of them is an electronic locking rear differential. Now that is optional equipment on the 300, 301A, or 302A equipment group. It is included in the FX4 off-road package, but you don't get that package. You can still get it as a standalone option. Also, you can get the engine block heater. So in those states where it's cold a lot, engine block heater will come in real handy, and it is also optional equipment on the 300, 301A, or 302A equipment groups. Also, the remote start. As part of the 302A equipment group, it is also a standalone option on the 300 or 301A equipment group. Now keep in mind, you can remote start your vehicle using the app. It's standard equipment on all your XLTs, so that might sway your opinion whether or not you want to pay for the remote start to be on the remote. That is an option for you. Let's talk about a couple of different wheels. There are two different wheels, so you can upgrade for a bigger wheel from a 17 to an 18. It does require to have the 302A equipment group, so either the Sport or the Chrome Appearance package. So you have an 18-inch machine aluminum wheel with the magnetic painted pockets as part of the Sport package. If you get the 302A, or the Chrome package wheel is an 18-inch chrome wheel that's available for you as well. So a couple different wheel variations there for you. Of course, those tires will go along with that, and there's even an all-terrain tire to go along with the 18s if you have that FX4 off-road package as well. So keep that in mind. Running boards. The Chrome running boards, we mentioned earlier, optional equipment, does require to have the 302A or the Chrome package, I should say, so available in the 300 or 301A equipment group as part of that package. Or you can get the black running boards. Those black running boards are going to be optional equipment for the 300, 301A, 302A equipment group, not available on the Chrome package. You can't get the Chrome package with the black boards, but you can get it on the Sport package as well as a standalone option on your base XLT truck as well. So those are some great options. Those are, again, standalone options that you want to order from the factory. But now I want to talk about some different accessories that you can get as well. Now we're going to talk about some accessories. Now, one of them does mention in the order guide that these are late availabilities, but they would be, if you order them from the factory or on your vehicle from the factory, they're going to be shipped ahead of time to the dealership, and the dealership will install them. But also, if they're available that way, they're also going to be available through our Ford Parts department as well as our aftermarket department. So and those three are going to be your different bed covers. So there will be three options for you. You have a soft folding bed cover, or tonneau cover they might call it. You can also get a hard folding tonneau cover, so that's going to protect a little bit more than the soft one will, and that's going to be available as well. And then you have a retractable one, so you can pull that back and retract as well. So those are three different options for you. Again, they would be delivered to the dealership, and the dealership would install them on your truck. Also, there's some other accessories you can get, whether it be through if you want to order them with the vehicle, you can, but these will be available through Ford Accessories. So even online, you can order them yourself through our aftermarket team, as well as through our service department here. And one of them is going to be your splash guards. So splash guards will protect it, especially if you live on those dirt roads. You want to protect the side of the truck. You can get the splash guards on there and protect the side of it. You can also get a keypad entry that's going to go, I think it's probably going to be located here on the pillar. Sometimes they put it on the door, so it is like it's basically another keyless entry, but allows you to use the keypad to get in and out of the truck. So again, that's really the only way you can get this is through the accessories that's going to be added to your XLT truck. You can also get the floor liners. So all-weather liners that are going to go in there in the footwells in the front as well as the back. Forgot to mention, standard equipment is going to be carpeted flooring, and you will get carpeted mats for the footwells in the front as well as the back. Standard equipment, but you can order these all-weather mats, especially if you know you're going to be getting them muddy and everything. You might want to order those as well for the truck. So some great accessories for you. Also, the last one I'll talk about is your spray-in liner. So you can get a spray-in liner from the factory if you want to. Most of your dealerships can get spray-in liners done for you as well. Pretty close to the same cost as the factory will. So if that's something you want to do afterwards, or you find a truck that doesn't have it, you can always have that installed. And drop-in bed liner is not a standalone option on the order guide, because I think they want you to get that bed utility package that comes with that, as well as the PowerPoint there. So there's your accessories from the Ford factory. I have heard though from our aftermarket department that this is going to be the most accessorized truck. So there's going to be a lot of options out there on the market, being able to do all kinds of fun things with this Raptor. We've seen some different packages and racks that you can put on this Ranger. Even at the auto shows, they're showing off some different ways you can accessorize your Ford Ranger. So look for those different options you can have. Definitely reach out to those aftermarket departments. We have one here at McArthur that can add some cool things to your Ranger that you may not be aware of, so definitely look for those as well. So there you have it. That's all the standard as well as optional equipment on the XLT trim of the 2019 Ford Ranger. Don't forget about the warranties. They are a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty and roadside assistance. So pretty much the standard warranties you're seeing on any of the other Ford vehicles that are going to be on the Ranger here. Now check out our website, lawmcarthur.com. There in each one of our vehicles you can check for availability, schedule a test drive, you can see pictures as well as a VR experience, an inside as well as an outside perspective on each one of our vehicles. So we do that on every new and used vehicles in our inventory. You can also pull up window stickers on all of our inventory. Right below the pictures there, you can see a link for the window sticker you can pull up. Shows you the standard equipment that was put on that truck as well as optional packages. Equipment groups will be at the top under there on that bottom half of that, as well as your optional equipment. So you can see what was ordered originally on that vehicle. So that's really nice as well, being able to pull those up right off the website there on our website. So if you have any questions, you can call or send us a text message, 785-378-5031. If you see something on our website, we have not only our in-stock Rangers, but our ones that are on order, that have hit been released from the manufacturer, they're in transit, they're going to start showing up as well on our website. So be looking for those. Sometimes some of these Rangers will go before they even hit the dealership. People already say, hey, when you get that in, I want it, and they order it and they go ahead and get it that way. So definitely if you see something that's in transit, reach out to us. We can let you know if it's still available. And usually if it's on the website, it will be available, but definitely want to hurry on those because they are going fast. So again, this is a great vehicle. Real excited to finally have it here and for the 2019 model year. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you got a lot of information out of it. Thanks for watching this video, and I have a special offer for you. If you're interested in a Ford Ranger yourself, we will do free shipping to anywhere within the 48 states. We just ask you to finance a vehicle with us here at McArthur. And we're very transparent about this. The shipping does cost us money, but if you get the vehicle with us and finance with us, we'll have the lenders kind of refund some of that money back to you. So it's not a cost that you incur. And the reason we throw that out is because there are a lot of people that like these videos, and they really like working with people that know their stuff, they know the equipment on the vehicle, and they want something special. They want to make sure they get the exact truck that they're looking for. So if you're wanting that, give us a call, send us a text message, 785-378-5031. We'll make sure you get the perfect truck exactly the way you want it, the right colors, the right equipment that you're looking for. And that's why we have these videos out there, so you can be educated to get the right truck with all the equipment that you're expecting on it. So if you're wanting that, go ahead and reach out to us and we'll get that free shipping for you as well. Just make sure you mention that you saw it on YouTube and that we can make sure we get that for you. Also, don't forget, you can call or send us a text message, 785-378-5031. We also have chat service available, and we have a toll-free number, 1-800-874-6316. Again, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget, if this is the first time watching one of our videos and you really like this video, hit that red subscribe button down there. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you hit that notification bell, you can also get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. I think you'll like some of the content we have. Not only do we have Ford vehicle videos like this one with every make and trim, broken down just like this one, we also do some off-road truck videos too that I think you'll like. We are one of the authorized off-road truck dealerships. We have an aftermarket department that likes making some cool creations here, so definitely check those out. We have an off-road playlist. Watch that when you get a chance. Also, if this is the first time watching one of our videos, smash that like button. Lets other people know it's a great video they need to watch. I'd really appreciate it, and it really helps out the channel. If you'd like to, go ahead and put any comments you have down below. If I forgot something, let me know. I want to make sure that I get everything correct for you, so I'll definitely highlight that comment if that is something that I missed. I want to make sure everybody has all the right, accurate information. And don't forget to see those timestamps down below and move around on this video and go back and review anything you need to on this video. So again, thanks for watching this video. Also, you can reach out to me on social media. I'm at Tim Bartz on Twitter or on Facebook, so definitely reach out if you have any other questions for me. Even if you don't buy the vehicle from us, I have a passion for the Ford and Lincoln lineup, and I love talking about it. So even if it's something that you're not going to buy from us, if you have any questions, I want to make sure you get the right vehicle for you, because I really want to do this for the community and make sure that you get exactly the content that you're looking for, and the information if you're looking for a vehicle that you get as well. So again, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you later.